Kia ora e kare mā nau mai ki tēnei akoranga. Welcome to this session. Welcome to this lesson. And as always, we're going to start with our karakia, and then we're going to get into our mahi for this akoranga. Pai norea. E runga e raro e roto e waho tuku ama e te Māori nuku te Māori rangi te Māori ora hui e. Tai ki e. Kia ora tātou. Papa e kare mā norea. For our first session, we're going to be looking at whakahua 1, or our first session on pronunciation. And our kaupapa is going to be oro puare, the vowels in te reo Māori. Kapai? Kapai e kare mā nō reira. How would you pronounce the following? Kapai. So, a, e, I, o, u. A, e, I, o, u. Kapai? So feel free to go back over there, rewind that if need be. Kapai? You can even just sit there at your desk. A, e, I, o, u. A, e, I, o, u. And that is our first look at our oro puare. How would you pronounce the following? E, o, I, a, u. E, o, I, a, u. Okay, so if need be, go back to our previous slide. I'll rewind the video and have a look at that slide. Familiarize yourself with the vowels and then come back to this and hopefully you'll see how it makes those sounds. E, o, I, a, u. What we just went through were our short vowels in te reo Māori. So here we have our long vowels. So you can identify them within its written form because of the tohuto, because of the macron, the line above the vowel. So how would you pronounce the following? A, e, I, o, u. So a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Again. A, e, I, o, u. Okay, so run over these a few times before we move into the next lot of mahi. How would you pronounce the following? E, o, I, a, u. We have a bit of a mix again. E, o, I, a, u. We have a mix of our short and our long vowels. How would you pronounce the following? Using the information that we've just gone through, how would you pronounce the following kupu words? Papa. So our first kupu, our first word is papa. Our second kupu, papa. Papa. Okay, so hopefully you pick out which one of the long vowels, which one of the short vowels, and well, I suppose how you pronounce them. How would you pronounce the following? So our first kupu, keke. Keke. Our second, keke. Keke. And our third, keke. Keke. Right, so from our first to our third kupu, keke. 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 So our last little bit that we're going to go over within this session is essentially, I'm going to assume that you know how to pronounce these kupu. But why I like to bring this up and why I like to mention this is because these three kupu, these three words, they're spelled differently, but they sound the same. Whereas at least in te reo Māori, there is a visual difference between the pronunciation of kupu, such as keke, keke. So we have the tohuto, we have the macron of both above both e, right? And then we have keke. So we have a short vowel and a long vowel. But here we have three different kupu with three different meanings, spelt three different ways, and yet they sound the same. So why I use this example is because if you can learn English, if you can learn to read English, if you can speak English, you can absolutely learn te reo Māori. Kia kaha. I would like to just encourage you to keep going. Again, go over the session if need be. Really familiarize yourself with the pronunciation, and I hope to see you in the next akoranga. I'm going to finish with our karakia, and then, nō ko te rā te kaupakātū, ko tēnei te koro kātou ka putara I te whai au, ko te ao mārama haumi e, hui e, tā iki e, kia ora tātou.